Hi guys, welcome to today's class. So today's class we will be working through quite a lot of balance, strength, flexibility, but also having a little bit of fun with some tricky and playful transitions. And we'll slowly start working our way towards the Svarga Dvijasana, or the bird of paradise. Right, so all you need is a wall handy. So you're just going to keep a wall fairly handy to your practice. You need a strap or a piece of rope or a piece of string or even just a pair of leggings. And a block is handy. If you don't have a block, just a small cushion or a book or something light is great as well. Don't worry too much if you don't have a block, we can work without it as well. Alright, so come straight down to your mat. So we're going to come into child's pose to start with. So I'd like you to come straight into quite a solid pose. So pushing bottom all the way back towards the heels, maybe wiggle into your hips a little bit. And then stretch the arms out forward, press the palms down and place the forehead all the way down onto the mat. I'm just taking a lovely couple of deep breaths in through the nose and then lovely deep sighs out through the mouth, just to settle into shape. And then when you feel ready to start moving, we're going to rise up onto the fingertips, dome through the hands, and then sweep the arms all the way over to your left. Ground the palms, bow the forehead all the way down. And then rise up, walk all the way over to the right, like a big half moon shape. Push over to the left. And then come all the way back to the center. You're going to ground your elbows, press the palms together, walk the elbows forward a little bit. And then take the thumbs and press them almost into that back, the back of the neckline, into the cervical spine. And then pull yourself back. So a lovely deep stretch from elbows all the way through to the armpits into the chest. And then slowly start to release. We're going to lift our gaze a little bit, look forward. Take your right arm and sweep it underneath your left armpit. Place your right cheek on the mat. As you breathe in, slide the left hand all the way back, come up onto all threes, and then take the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. And just let it hang, roll the wrist a little bit. And then we go back, we're going a little deeper onto that right shoulder. So take that right arm underneath the left armpit. Left arm comes down towards the front of the mat, press the palm all the way down. And then once you feel comfortable, try and stack hips over knees. Slide your left leg all the way back behind you. And then we take our left leg out to the side. So you're going to take it out, round through the foot, so you've got a little bit of foundation, a little bit of stability here. Quite a nice stretch in that left leg, but firm around the knee so that we're not putting too much pressure on the joints. And then take the left arm up towards the ceiling, lift it up, 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 and then turn the palm to face behind you. Cross that left arm behind you into like a bit of a bind. So either the back of the left hand can touch the right part of the buttocks, or you can take it to that inside right hip line and then look up towards the ceiling. So full stretch into the shoulder. Just breathing, allowing the breath just to flow very naturally for now. And then taking that left arm back up, take it all the way back down, slide the left hand all the way back, and then come up onto all threes or all fours in this kind of funny position. And then we're going to take our cat-cow shapes in this position. So I'd like you to round into your spine. As you do this, cup into your fingertips, dome into the hands, and really stretch into the back. And then press the palms down, lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze, open up, broaden through the collarbones. Exhale, round, cup the fingertips. And then press the palms down, lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Good, and then come all the way up onto that right knee. We're just going to slide the left hand past that left knee. Take the right arm all the way up and over, press the palm down, reach over, maybe even look underneath the right armpit. And then swap, you'll take the right hand all the way down, left arm comes up and over, become long with your arm, so stretch it out and look towards the fingers or just slightly beyond. And then come all the way back towards the center. Hands stacked underneath the wrists, elbows and shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And then make sure that the knees are, well, the right knee is stacked underneath the right hip. That left leg is going to come up, so the toes face down. We're rolling that left hip down so it's level. Squeezing a little into the left glute, firming into the hamstring, and then taking the right arm all the way out. So a little bit of core activation here as you exhale and round. Find your balance. Breathing in, come all the way back. Half bow, right hand comes behind, pointing to the back foot. Take the back foot and then lift it up and rock forward a little bit. If you can't reach the foot, you can just stay in that Superman variation. Good. And then release. Straighten it all out. Reach out. Keep that left heel so that it's lifting. Right hand comes down. Turn the back foot to a 90-degree angle. And then take your left arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Try and lift through that left hip line. Good. And then take that left foot behind the right toe. So place it down onto the mat into a supported side plank. We're going to work into the obliques as we lift that right knee off the ground into a side tree pose. And then take the right leg, straighten it out to the front left corner of the mat. Push the hips forward, flex that right foot, and take the top arm up and over, full stretch. And then come down, left hand can come down, squeeze right knee into the chest and round, forehead towards that right knee, and then place the right knee down, kick the left heel all the way up. Good, walk the hands in a little bit, squeeze the elbows in towards the midline, pointing to the back foot, and we come down, chest and chin, and then lift, squeeze, and round. And again, breathing in, lift, squeeze the bottom, come down, and lift, squeeze, and round. Good. Tuck the right toe, straighten out the left leg, three-legged dog, as you come up, 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 up. And then open up the left knee. Let's stack the left knee kind of over the hip, and then look underneath your left armpit. Maybe this is where you stay. If you want to happy here and you're happy to just work on opening the hips, stretching into the back of the right leg, that's absolutely fine. If you want to go a little bit further, you'll ground the right forearm, cup the left fingertips and take them to the front left corner of the mat. Squeeze left heel to buttocks, look under the armpit. And then if you want to go a little deeper, you can flex the left foot, straighten out the left leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Good. Breathing quite deeply here, sort of moving from the center of the body. Good. And then left hand can come down, right hand can come forward and up, and then squeeze and round. Left knee comes into the chest. Lift your gaze. Left foot steps to the outside of the left palm. Lizard lunge. Spread into your fingers nice and wide. Maybe rock a couple of times here. And then carefully take that back knee down. Open up through the front body. Broaden through the collarbones and then untuck the back toes. Turn the left toes a little towards the left, just so that you get that kind of opening, a little bit more expansion in the left hip. Breathing into the quad on the right, and the psoas. Good, and then we come back. So we're going to straighten out this left leg, flex the left foot, cup the fingertips, dome the hands like we did earlier, and bow the forehead down, and then come all the way back, curl the chest towards the front of the mat. And again, exhale. Bow, cup into the fingertips, and come all the way back. Good. This time, if you're happy here, you can stay here. If you want to come down onto your forearms, you can come down onto your forearms and breathe, still opening up into that front body. Good. And then maybe this is where you stay. If you want to go a little bit further, whether you're on your hands or your forearms, you can take the left arm all the way up and back. Stage 1, just hold it like this. Stage 2, flex that right foot and kick heel to bottom, and maybe that's where you stay. Such a lovely stretch. Maybe you want to take hold of that back foot. You can point it, hold the top of the foot, and then start to look over your left shoulder. Good. Without throwing the leg back, everybody come all the way back to the center. Left hand down, right hand down. Tuck the back toes, lift and firm into the back thigh. Now look towards your back foot. We're going to ground the back heel so that our foot becomes 90-degree angles. So you've got heel-to-heel alignment with your feet. Your left toes can turn back towards the front of the room. Cup your left fingertips to the inside of the left foot, and then sweep the right arm all the way up and over and become long with that right arm. Reach out, stretching from outside edge of right foot towards right fingers, and then maybe curl your head underneath the armpit, look up. Let your legs hold you here, let them be strong. Distribute the weight as you reverse your warrior. Right hand, right thigh, left arm comes up, back and over. Bend the front knee a little bit more. And then swivel the hands slowly down. Right hand to the inside of the left foot. Lift up the back heel, roll the right hip forward. Left arm comes up towards the ceiling, look straight up. Exhale, left hand can come down to the inside of the left foot. Right hand can come out about shoulder distance apart. Spread your fingers. Left heel comes into the pelvis and then step it back into plank pose. Good. Take a lovely deep breath in. As you exhale, downward facing dog, heels down, sit bones high. Good. Lengthen through into plank again. This time I'd like you to take your block. You're going to place your block in between your inner upper thighs. If you don't have a block, don't worry too much. You can just pretend there's a block there. I want you to squeeze your block and then come down onto your forearms. Elbows stack under the shoulders, palms touch lightly. Squeeze your block and breathe. Now starting to find a little bit more of control through the breath. So a lovely deep ujjayi breath. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Placing the tongue at the top of the mouth. Keep squeezing your block. And then slowly coming down. Pelvis down, untuck the toes, curl the chest towards the front and up, broaden through the collarbone, squeeze your block, toes can touch the mat. And then roll all the way down. Good. Move your block out of the way. And then we'll take our left arm out to the side, cup the right fingertips, bend into the right knee. We're going to roll the right leg all the way over and just open up a little bit in towards that left shoulder. Good. Roll all the way back to the center. Take a lovely deep breath in, cobra as you rise, stretching from pelvis all the way up towards the throat. Bending the elbows, pulling the heart through the shoulders, keeping the chin tucked in towards the chest, looking straight forward. Exhale, roll down, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, child's pose, come all the way up, back and down, forehead down. Good, second round. This time left arm comes underneath the right armpit, left cheek on the mat. As you breathe in, you're going to rise up onto that right palm, up onto the knees. Left arm will come up towards the ceiling. And then we just roll it up. Coming down again, slide the left arm all the way under, left cheek on the mat, slide the right hand forward. And then this time straighten out the right leg, flex into the right foot, and take that right leg out to the side, ground through the foot. Good. Take the right arm up towards the ceiling, turn the palm to face behind you, and then take it behind your back. So either touching that left bottom or taking it into that left hip. Rolling the right shoulder, almost trying to stack the shoulders. Deep breaths. Firming around that right knee, keeping the right leg strong and stable. And then take the right arm up, take it all the way back down to the ground, slide the right hand back, lift yourself up onto all fours, but in a strange kind of way. So you're going to curl the body, round into your cat pose. Dome into the palms, dome into the back, and then ground the hands, lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze, and again, exhale as you round. Good, lower tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze. This time slide back onto your knee, and we come straight down like we did before. So lovely stretching here, as we take the right arm past the right knee, left arm comes all the way up and over, full stretch. And then we come over to the other side, left hand down, right arm comes up and over, full stretch. Look underneath the armpit, up towards the sky. And then come back to the center. And then we take our right leg out behind us, turn the toes to face down, right hip is square now, left arm comes all the way up, squeeze into the right bottom, keep flexing the foot, and then point as we squeeze and round. Good, bounce it back, reach out, maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you take hold of the back foot, half bow. As you lift the leg, push the heart through. Be strong on that right hand. And release, take it all the way back out. Left hand can come back down. Turn the back foot to a 90-degree angle. Right arm comes all the way up towards the ceiling, finding balance. Take that right foot behind the left, place it down into your supported side plank, and then lift the left knee off the ground, hold it like a hovering side tree. Deep work into that internal center of the body. And then slide left leg to the front right corner of the mat, flex the left foot, push the hips forward, take the right arm up and over, stretch. Look underneath the armpit, maybe look up. The right hand comes down, squeeze the left knee into the chest, and then place that left knee back down, kick that right leg all the way back up, hands can move inwards slightly, maybe point the back foot, and come down, and squeezing around as you press up. Breathing in, exhale down, squeeze and back up. Good, one more time. Straighten out, down, squeeze back up, keeping the elbows close to the body. Tuck the left toes, right leg rises, three-legged dog, lift it up, 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 full stretch. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Stack the hips, so start to bend that right knee, stepping knee almost over the hip and then pushing back towards that left thigh. Holding it here if that's enough, and maybe just staying and working on that beautiful stretch in the back of the left leg. Finding balance. Option 2, taking left forearm down, spread the left fingers. Right hand cups to the front right corner of the mat. And then flexing the right foot, kick that right leg up with the hip open. Hold. Pushing into the forearm. Breathing. And then right hand down, left hand comes in line, squeezing around that right knee into the chest. Good, lift your gaze, right hand to the outside of the right palm, lizard lunge. Good, just rock back and forth a little bit to wake up the feet. Take that left knee down carefully and then open up through the chest. Draw the shoulders back. Good, turn the right toes a little towards the right, and then we start to come back, so cup the fingertips, dome the hands as you flex that right foot. Almost like a half split variation, and then come back, forward, open up, curl. Exhale as you come back. Good, and all the way back through. And maybe this is where you stay, maybe you come down onto your forearms, stacking elbows directly under shoulders, palms touch. And coming into our twist. Right arm comes all the way up, back and over, pressing the palm down towards the back foot, stage 1. Stage 2, flexing the left foot, kicking heel to bottom, maybe that's where you stay, such a lovely stretch. Or you could take hold of the top of that foot and then roll your head over your right shoulder. Good, come all the way back towards the center, carefully place that back foot down. Lift yourself all the way back up, turn the right toes inwards, lift and firm into the back thigh, and then ground the back heel. So check your alignment, heel to heel alignment. Right hand cups to the inside of the right foot, left arm sweeps up and over, full stretch, become long on the left side of the body. Extended side angle. And then reverse your warrior, legs are strong as the left arm comes back, right arm stretches all the way up, back and over. And then it's slow. Windmill the hands down, left hand to the inside of the right foot, lift up the back heel, and then right arm comes up towards the ceiling. Right hand comes down to the inside of the right foot, open up your hands so that they're shoulder distance apart, and then the right heel kicks in, step it back, plank pose, take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heels down, sit bones high. Ripple all the way through into your plank pose. You'll take hold of your block. Place it inner upper thighs if you're using a block, otherwise you'll just pretend there's a block there. Squeezing the block, coming down onto the forearms. Palms touch very lightly, no straining here. Finding lovely equal kind of work within the whole body, equal effort. Front, middle, back, squeezing into the thighs, squeezing into the block. Firming around the knees, being strong in the feet. And coming back to your breath. And then slowly coming down. Good. Untucking the toes, open up into Sphinx. Keep squeezing the block. And then exhale as you come down. Move your block out of the way. Right arm comes out to the side. Cup the left fingertips, bend into the left knee. And we roll onto that right shoulder. Maybe even look over the left shoulder. Good. Come all the way back to the center. Hands can come just slightly out to the side. You're going to lift yourself all the way up. Squeeze the elbows in. Bend them slightly as you rise into your Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Exhale, come all the way down. Good. This time we come to Anantasana on each side. So we'll start with our left side. We're going to take the left arm out in front. Roll yourself onto your left side. Cup your head in your left hand. And then bend the bottom knee just to help support you while you come up. You're going to bend that top leg. Take the 4 fingers, wrap them around the big right toe. And then straighten out the right leg. Straighten out the left leg underneath you. And find a little bit of balance here as you draw that right leg towards your face. Breathe. And release. Roll yourself all the way back to the center, moving on to the other side. Right arm comes out, roll yourself to your right side. Cup your head in your right hand, and then bend that bottom leg just for support. Taking the top leg, so 4 fingers around the big left toe. Straighten out the bottom leg for support here, but now again, sort of balancing from that center line of the body. And then take that left leg and take it all the way down to your face. Breathe. Keeping the bottom foot flexed. And release. Come all the way back to the center. Roll yourself back. Hands can come underneath your shoulders to start with. Just align yourself nice and strong so that you're also feeling quite long in the body. Take the hands behind, left thumb over the right. Squeeze your palms together. Pull the arms back. Pull the heart back. Lift the thumbs away from the tailbone. And then lift the legs. Now imagine there's that block in between your thighs. Squeeze your block. And release. Come all the way down. Left cheek on the mat. Relax your arms. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Second round. Come back to the center. Right thumb over the left. Squeeze the palms. Lift yourself up by squeezing that imaginary block and thumbs away from the tailbone. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, right cheek onto the mat, arms down. Take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. Come back to the center. Hands can come all the way down. And then rise up and back into your child's pose. Buttocks towards the heels, stretch out the arms, take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Good, dolphin pose, looking forward, palms in, elbows in. You can measure out the distance of your elbows with your palms. And then stick your elbows there, bring the palms together lightly like we did with our plank pose. Rock forward, tuck your toes, lift your sit bones and walk your feet forward as much as you can. And then try to ground the heels, push into the forearms, tuck belly in and up, and breathe. And release. Come all the way back down. Slide yourself all the way up into a forward fold, tuck your toes, and come back. Full stretch. Relax the head. Maybe shake it around, bend the knees a little bit if you need to. And then when you feel ready, bending the knees, spinal roll all the way up, just taking your time. When you get to the top, you can roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Roll the wrists, bend the knees a little bit. Take a full breath in. And a full sigh out. Open the eyes when you feel ready. Good. All right, we're coming onto the wall. So you're going to grab hold of your strap. You can just place your strap around your shoulders at the moment, so just make sure it's nice and loose. We're going to come onto the wall. So our left foot will come on first. So you're going to place your left foot directly on the wall in front of you. Roll the right hip forward, left hip back slightly. Take the arms all the way up, and then as you exhale, you're coming straight down, bowing the forehead towards the left shin. Okay, then you can slowly start to rise. We're going to turn the bottom foot to a 90-degree angle, so kind of like what we did with our extended side angle, but our top leg is straight. You're going to take the left hand under your tummy, touch the right hip, left elbow down to the inside line of that left hip or thigh. Right arm comes up and over, kind of like those stretches we did on our knees. And then press the palm down towards the left foot. Roll your head under the armpit, look up. And then release, come all the way back off. Look towards the leg on the wall. You're going to bend that knee, so push your pelvis towards the wall. Now, this is where we're going to take our strap. So you're going to take the left arm underneath the left hip or thigh. Take that bind again by taking the top of that left hand behind you and touching your left bottom. Your right hand comes behind, takes hold of the strap. The left hand grabs hold of your strap. You're going to pull it nice and tight and then roll that right shoulder open. Look over the right shoulder. And if you want to, you can take that left leg a little bit higher on the wall. You can even try and straighten it out. Really open up here over the right shoulder. So already we're creating our first sort of variation or shape of bird of paradise or Svarga-Dvidasana. And release your strap and bounce yourself all the way off. Hands to hips, we'll go on to the other side. You can take your strap around your neck. Right leg comes onto the wall, left hip rolls forward, right hip rolls back, arms sweep up, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, bottom foot turns to a 90-degree angle, right leg can come a little bit higher. Right arm comes underneath the tummy, touches the left hip line. Left arm comes up and takes up and over that right foot. And then curl your head under the armpit, look up. Good, release, come back. Look towards that right foot. You're going to bend the right knee towards the wall. You can take your strap. Right arm comes to the inside of the right hip or thigh. You take that arm behind. Turn the palm behind you so the back of the palm, touches the right bottom. Left hand comes behind with your strap. You'll hold on to your strap and then start to roll your head over your left shoulder. Roll that left shoulder so it opens up nicely. Maybe straighten out that right leg onto the wall. So don't worry too much if it doesn't straighten completely. But try and straighten it out just to find a little bit more space. And release. Bend that top knee. Come all the way off by just bouncing yourself off the wall. Good. You can just place your strap back down to the front of the mat. Come all the way back. I'm just going to do a couple of spinal rolls here just to work all of that out. So just roll the shoulders forward, tuck the chin to chest, find your breath, and come all the way down. And then bending the knees, release the lower back a little bit, rolling all the way back up. Rolling shoulders up, back, and down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then we start to come into our final pose. So we'll come through a flow. We'll start with tree pose. You can stand nice and tall. We'll take our left leg up first. So left knee rises. Open it out towards the side. Take the left hand to the left ankle. Guide it to the inside of the right thigh or below the knee. Take the palms together lightly. Relax the shoulders, find your balance, find your focus. And keeping the hands where they are, we go straight into a warrior 3 kickback or variation. So kick it back, flex into that left heel, kick it up slightly so that we're firing up into the hamstring and the glute. Maybe that bottom leg is a little bit bent or micro bent to protect the joint. Warrior 1, as we ground the back heel, roll the left hip forward, keep bending through the front knee, tuck belly button back towards the spine. And then take the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Squeeze a little into the left bottom. And then warrior 2, as we open up, turn the back foot 90 degrees, lengthen through your stance, and then spread the shoulders apart as you reach forward, as you look long. Good, reaching forward, right hand cups to the inside of the right foot, left arm up and over into your extended side angle. Now, left hand comes down. You're going to grab hold of your strap in your left hand. You're going to take the top of the strap so that it's not too long. Take it all the way up towards the ceiling. And then again, turn the palm to face behind you, and you're going to drop the strap behind your back. Internally rotate, so that right shoulder will come all the way down now to the inside of that right hip or thigh. You'll hold onto your strap nice and tight like we did on the wall, and then you'll curl your head over your left shoulder. Stage 1. Stage 2, you can look down towards the right foot, hop the left leg forward, and maybe this is where you stay. If this is where you're happy, you're going to point the right foot, come up onto the right toes, and just play with your balance here. So just kind of playing a little bit with bouncing up and down, pulling on your strap still. Stage 3, you're going to slowly rise, find one point of focus, keep clamping that right knee over the right arm, but now try and open up through the shoulders. Maybe that's where you stay, micro bending the left knee a bit for support. If you're going into the full pose, you'll start to straighten out the right leg, maybe pointing, maybe flexing, but really trying to open up through the shoulders. And then coming down the same way, so pointing that right foot, clamping the right leg, placing the toes gently onto the mat, grounding the right foot, hopping the left leg back, and then looking over your left shoulder. Releasing the strap, and then taking left hand all the way down to the inside of the right foot, lift up the back heel, right arm rises up towards the ceiling. Right hand can come down, right heel into the pelvis, step it all the way back, floating behind your cobra, open up through the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Good, walking feet all the way to the hands, and then taking your spinal roll all the way up. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down when you get there. Good, take a full breath in, and a full breath out. Coming on to the second side, so right knee will rise, lift it all the way up. Right hand to right knee, open the right leg out to the side. Come back to the center, and then open it out again. Slide the right hand down to the right ankle, right foot to the inside of the left hip or thigh. Hands can come into the heart center, relax the shoulders, find your balance, find your focus. Micro bend into that left knee. And then kick back into your warrior 3. So flexing into the right foot, coming all the way back, kicking that right heel up, firming in and around the hamstring and the glutes. Keeping the chest long. Good, and then grounding into your warrior 1. Take that back foot down, roll the right hip forward, release the arms as you take them all the way up. Engage through the belly, tuck it in and back. Warrior 2 as you exhale. Open up the feet, open up your length, and reach out. Relax the shoulders, spread them apart. Reaching forward, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Right arm comes all the way up and over, look under the armpit, look up. Right hand comes down, grabs hold of your strap. You'll take the strap all the way up towards the ceiling. Take it behind you, so drop it behind your back. Just let it completely hang as you've got that palm facing behind you. Left arm underneath the left thigh, take hold of your strap, pull on the strap and roll your head over your right shoulder. Stage 1. Stage 2, look down towards your left foot. You'll hop that back leg forward and then come up onto the left toes, and maybe this is where you stay. If you're staying here, you can just play with your balance a little bit. If you'd like to go a little bit further, you're going to slowly rise. Hold it where you feel comfortable to start with, and then open up through the shoulders, through the chest. Clamp that left knee onto the arm, firm in and around both thighs. And then maybe you start to open up by straightening that top leg, pointing or flexing. And then coming down the same way, bending that top leg, pointing the left foot, placing the left toes onto the mat. Left foot grounds, hop that right leg all the way back, check your heels are in line, and then roll your head over your right shoulder. Relax the strap all the way down. Right hand swivels down to the inside of the left foot. Lift up the back heel. Left arm comes up towards the ceiling. Left hand down. Left heel into the pelvis. Step it back into plank. And then just make sure your hands are aligned before you float, hang your cobra. Opening up through the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a full breath in. Taking a full breath out. And then walking feet all the way to the hands with your strap out of the way. Bending into the knees. Take a spinal roll all the way up. When you get to the top, roll the shoulders up, back and down, and then we go down again. So we're going to roll the shoulders forward, tuck your chin to chest as you roll all the way back down. This time stay down, just roll into the head a little bit, bend into the knees to start to soften into shape after some very strong poses. And then find heels in, toes out, come into your malasana, your squat. So pelvis will move forward slightly or lengthen here through the chest and the spine. The shoulders move back. Palms or fingertips can touch. Using the elbows just to help you open up the hips a little bit more. And then coming all the way down. Good. You can just draw the knees in. We'll come straight down onto the mat. So you can just slowly start to roll yourself all the way down. Head can come down onto the mat. Heels close in towards the bottom. Take the heels of the hands and just press them underneath the hip bones. So as you push in, just lengthen a little bit through the spine, through the torso. Make sure the spine feels lovely and long. Adjust the neck, tuck the chin to chest. Feels really good. And then release the hands down. We'll take 2 bridge poses. So slowly roll all the way up. Take the hands underneath your back, interlace your fingers, left thumb over right. Lift up and move the shoulders in a little bit. So almost like you're trying to kiss the shoulder blades together. Press the pinkies down, lift through the hip bones. Full stretch. And then roll yourself all the way back down, vertebra by vertebra. Take it slow. And again, heels of the hands in, press down, become long. Last one, breathing in, release. Roll yourself all the way up. Once you get there, take right thumb over the left into your interlace. Kiss the shoulder blades together. Lift, lift, lift a little bit more. Lots of kind of squeezing here into the buttocks. Press the pinkies all the way down, full stretch. And then release, roll yourself all the way down, vertebra by vertebra. This time, almost softening now, and completely letting go as you come down. Relaxing the legs onto the mat, straightening them out. Take the arms out to the sides a little, readjust the spine and the neck. And then just allow everything to completely relax. So this is where I'll leave you for today. I'm just giving yourself a little bit of time to process the session that you've just been through, and giving yourself time just to process the coordination of the transitions, the strong poses, allow the body to settle, and just give yourself a moment to completely digest. And I'll close consciously for us here and now. The light in me honors the light in you, and together we are one. Namaste.